What's up, Tech Gang? Stefan here from TechRight. Today we have the Umidigi 1 Pro versus the new Umidigi A3 Pro. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so obviously there's going to be a price difference in between these. If you guys do want to pick up any of these devices that you've seen in this video, I will leave affiliate links to Amazon.com in the comment section and in the description down below. But first and foremost, let's take a look at the differences as far as price and specification. Let's go ahead and talk about this. So starting off on the left, we have the $170 version. I believe you save 5% extra when you go and check out, so you save a little bit more, so it's probably going to be around $150 or something like that. But yeah, so you're paying about $60-$70 more for the 1 Pro than the A3, so I know the A3 Pro is very enticing because it's an under $100 phone. But starting off with the Umidigi 1 Pro, we do have a 5.9-inch screen, 64 gigabytes internal storage. We have 4 gigabytes of RAM in this device. We have a 16 megapixel selfie camera, and we have a 12 plus 5 megapixel dual rear facing camera, 3250 milliamp battery. And if you guys want to learn about the other specifications, you guys can go ahead and go online. I don't want to bore you on that, but the 1 Pro on the left does have a little spec boost compared to the A3 Pro on the right. Now, as far as the A3 Pro, this is going to be a 5.7-inch phone, 19:9, very weird aspect ratio. We're going to look at that in a sec. You guys will see that we have a kind of a weird screen on this device, but honestly pretty refreshing in my opinion. But we have a full screen display. Both of these are going to be 720p panels, as you guys know. This is also going to have an 8 megapixel selfie camera, so half the megapixels as the 1 Pro. This is also going to be a 12 megapixel plus 5 megapixel dual rear facing camera, as I said before on the first one, so you can go ahead and compare those to that. Again, megapixels don't mean anything. The sensors are the most important thing in a camera, so we'll probably do a little comparison on cameras as well later on. Other thing in this is this does have card slots in both these devices. I believe it's dual SIM in both. You can either use one for a TF card or SIM card, or you can use one for an SD card. We have 3 gigabytes of RAM on this device instead of 4 like we had in the 1 Pro on the left, and we have 32 gigabytes of internal storage on the A3 Pro on the right, half the storage we have in the 1 Pro. So I'm sure when you're watching the video right now, you're like, yeah, the 1 Pro has way better specifications. But we're going to see how they do as far as benchmark and see how they go in a speed test head to head. If you guys think the 1 Pro is going to win, put the 1 Pro is going to win in the comments down below. If you guys think the A3 Pro is going to win, definitely put that in the comments down below as well. Also remember to subscribe to the channel and turn on notification bell because I will be giving an A3 Pro on the right away very soon. I'll make the video for that later on. Alright guys, so we're going to have 3 different benchmarks on here. The first one is going to be opening the applications at the same time, seeing which one can open first. Next, we're going to do a time trial on each device. And last but not least, we're going to run a full benchmark on Antutu Benchmark. Also, we turn all of the animations off in developer options. We're going to go ahead and clear everything out, and we're going to go ahead and start this test. Alright guys, so first application is Antutu Benchmark in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so the 1 Pro won the first one. Next, we have a game right here. This is going to be interesting. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so the 1 Pro got it probably like 5 or 8 seconds, in between 5 and 8 seconds before the A3 Pro. Both of these were running this game actually pretty well, so definitely can run Temple Run 2 on here, so pretty cool stuff. Next we have Helix Jump in 3, 2, 1, go. So the 1 Pro boots it up again, and it takes a few more seconds, 3 to 5 seconds more for the A3 Pro to boot it up. Next we have PUBG Mobile in 3, 2, 1, go. And it looks like the A1 Pro boot up first. There we go. So probably about 5 to 8 seconds again. Between 5 to 8 seconds, the A1 Pro won again. Next thing we have going is YouTube in 3, 2, 1, go. The 1 Pro boot up first by a few seconds. Next we have Chrome, but we're going to go ahead and boot up Chrome. Then we're going to do a search and see which one searches faster. So 3, 2, 1, Chrome. Okay, so the 1 Pro booted up first. I guess this one booted up to umidigi.com. But let's go ahead and do a little quick search super quick. All right, guys, so both these devices are on the same 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi connection. So let's go ahead and search in 3, 2, 1, go. Motorola.com. And essentially the same time. This one beat it by probably half a second, it looked like, or a second at the most, but very, very close. Next thing we have is calculator in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so the One Pro won again. And the last thing we have is the camera in 3, 2, 1, go. One Pro boot up first again. So as you guys see, the One Pro beat the A3 Pro in pretty much everything so far. And next we're going to do a little time trial. Now before I do that, I want to see the difference between 3 and 4 gigabytes of RAM, because some applications may hold on the One Pro and some may not hold on the A3 Pro. So this is going to be very interesting. Let's see if the Antutu Benchmark hold. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that actually held. Pretty surprising, actually. Let's go ahead and go back to Temple Run 2. Now, this is a game, so both of them may not hold unless it's at 5 gigabytes. But let's see what happens. Okay, so it held. Awesome. That's very, very surprising, actually, because I had some other devices on here, the A6 and some, other devices that couldn't even hold from Metro by T-Mobile. So pretty cool stuff right there. Let's see if Helix Jump held. Okay, it held. This is actually very surprising. Didn't have to reboot. Let's go to PUBG Mobile. Held. Wow, Umidigi. Optimization is pretty great, actually, if it holds on 3 and 4 gigabytes of RAM, because I had other devices that did not hold applications. Let's go YouTube, I guess. It held. Wow. Let's go to Chrome. No reboot. Calculator. No reboot. And the camera. No reboot. Wow. That's actually very surprising for these devices. Pretty cool stuff right there. Let's go ahead and go on to the time trial. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so this is probably my favorite part when I get to do a little time trial, see which one gets the faster time, open up all of these applications, and we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Let's go ahead and clear literally everything out by hand manually. Let's go ahead and do that, and let's go ahead and start this off. 3, 2, 1, go. Antutu Benchmark. Booted up. There we go. So One Pro got a score of 1 minute and 28 seconds. I'll shave the 94 off, so minute 28 seconds because I messed up on something, but that's pretty decent. Honestly, the applications I did this time are much more intensive. So I actually had 3 games instead of 2 last time, I think, in my last speed test. So I had PUBG Mobile, Helix Jump, and Temple Run 2 in here. Next we have the A3 Pro. Put in the comments down below what time do you think the A3 Pro is going to get. Remember, this is going to be a $95 phone, so just know that. All right, guys, so clearing everything out manually now. Let's go and clear everything out. Everything's cleared now. And let's go ahead and start this test in 3, 2, 1, go. Antutu Benchmark. Focus. There we go. 1 minute and 58 seconds, so 30 seconds more than the minute and 28 we actually received on the One Pro, the Umidigi One Pro. But yeah, this is pretty interesting right here. But tell me who you think is going to win in the actual Antutu Benchmark test. All the signs are obviously leading to the One Pro, but definitely tell me in the comments down below. Alright guys, so we have the One Pro on the left and the A3 Pro on the right. Let's go ahead and start this test. Alright guys, so we got some pretty interesting benchmark scores. Now starting off with the One Pro, we got a score of 82,366, which is actually quite good for this phone of $150 or $160. So starting off with the CPU, we got a score of 36,000, defeating 19% of users. We got a GPU score of 16,253, defeating 13% of users. We got a UX score of 23,319, defeating 22% of users. And we got an MEM score of 6,424, defeating 29% of users. Now on to the A3 Pro, we got a score of 46,741, defeating 3% of users. Pretty weak score here, but again, this is under $95, so just know that. CPU, we got a score of 22,272, defeating 4% of users. GPU score, we got a score of 3,125, defeating 1% of users. UX score, we got a score of 16,757, defeating 10% of users. And our MEM score, we got a score of 4,587, defeating 16% of users. So the winner definitely has to be the One Pro. Obviously, it costs more than the A3 Pro. Tell me in the comments down below if any of these results surprised you. Maybe the CPU, GPU score, MEM score, UX score did on one of these devices. But definitely thought that the One Pro was going to win, and it did pull through. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like down below as well as subscribing if you guys are not part of the Tech Gang already. Also hit the notification bell if you guys want to be notified every time I do upload a new video. This has been Stefan from TechRight. Peace out, Tech Gang.